Hey, welcome back to another episode of Let's Struggle with Rob. It's been like 3 years since I did anything. New job, too much stuff going on, never enough free time. But we're going to give it a shot today. We're really out of practice, but this one doesn't seem like it's going to be too hard. We're on vulnhub.com and we're going to do Matrix-Breakout 2 Morpheus. I've already downloaded it and set it up in VMware. For the settings, we've just got it set up using a host-only network adapter. And under Advanced, I've set the MAC address to be dead beef, just so it's easier to find. Although it shouldn't be too big an issue because it's the only virtual machine I'll be running other than the Kali box here. The Kali is 2024 something version. We've got a network adapter that's set to host only, and then we've got another network adapter that's bridged to my Wi-Fi network so that we can get some internet access. Something you'll notice with Kali is if you do two NICs in the VM, oops, what happens is when you go to check the IP, one of them will have an IP and the other will be missing all of this stuff here. I've already fixed it on this one, but the real quick fix is you just go up to this little connection right here and do edit connections and then add a second connection. I renamed mine F1 bridged, F0 host only. But once you get them in there, go into settings and then set the device for which one it is. This is bridged. I've got it attached to bridged. And for the 0, I've got F0 for the host only. Now, once you've got those both in there and saved, and you do the IP ADDR again, you'll see everything's working. So, with that said, let's begin the struggle. So we're going to do sudo net discover the range of 10.10.10.0/24. This should be relatively quick. Yep, well, there we go. As you can see, we've got the 10.10.10.11, and there's our dead beef MAC address. So that is our target. So we'll start out, we'll just do an M map for all ports. We'll let this run for a minute or so, see what we come up with. Okay, it took a little longer than I thought it would, but we've got port 22 for SSH, port 80 for web traffic, and a port 81. Let's open up our browser and check out what we have on port 80. Okay, boot to root, CTF Morpheus 1, Uplet Trinity, investigating a computer on the Nebuchadnezzar that Cypher has locked everyone else out of. Well, at least for SSH. And good luck. And let's take a peek at the source. Nothing really there. Okay, let's Matrix 2 folder. Let's save the Trinity JPEG there just on the off chance we need to do some stag hide stuff with it later. Let's see. We also had something on port 81. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get into that right away, so let's keep that in mind, and we might have to try and brute force that later. So, in the meantime, let's go ahead and run a Durbuster and see what we can find on this box, at least on the port 80 stuff. 10.10.10.11. We'll bump that all the way up to 75 threads. And then for the word list, user, share, word lists, Durbuster, and let's do directory list lowercase medium, I guess. And let's look for PHP, HTML, HTML, I don't know, text files. Yeah, it seems good enough. Let's run that. And oh, I really hope that's not going to take as long as that says, but let's let this run and see how she goes. Okay, we got a couple things here. Graffiti.txt and graffiti.php. So let's see what we got. Mouse here. Welcome to the Nebby. Make sure not to tell Morpheus about this graffiti wall. It's just here to let us blow off some steam. Okay, let's look at the PHP version. Oh, got the almost the same text. Not quite. It didn't have that, but let's enter a message to see what we get. Okay, it says hello. Let's take a look and see if that's any different from. Okay. Test 2. Okay, so anything we're writing in PHP is being saved into this text file. All right, let's fire up Burp Suite. We'll turn on our Burp Suite proxy. We'll fire up Burp Suite and see what we're looking at here. Okay, let's go to proxy, turn intercept on. Okay, so let's do a post. And it looks like it's going to take our try this and put it in that file. All right, let's see what happens if we change the file name. Forward that. Okay. Let's see. What did I call that? Test.txt. Oops. Still got our proxy on. Okay, so it's going to let us create a new file and put stuff in it. That's good. Oops. For that to be the PHP. Okay, so now that we've got that going, let's try this again. And then P shell, oh, pen test monkey, that'll work. Let's copy that. Let's just call the file myshell.php. That up. And somewhere up here, we need to set our, there it is, 10.10.10.10 is my host. And we'll just leave the port as 1234. Let's forward that. Okay, let's disable our proxy, dump out a burp. Hopefully that was not premature. Let's just end that. Cat E234, I think we had it set at. Okay, and then let's try going to my shell.php, which should be this. Yep, there we go. We have a connection. See if we can remember this command. Python 3 text C single quote import pty semicolon pty dot spawn open parentheses quotes slash bin bash. Oh, perfect. So who am I? www data. Okay. Oops. Export. extra. All right, perfect. Okay. So we're in root. Okay, we got a flag already. Okay. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Copy that. Well, boop. Okay, let's 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 start that back up. Let's go to that again. But while we're at it, 10.10.10.11. Oops, too many slashes in there. Okay, let's save that image as well. Which makes me wonder if it's going to be another steg hide kind of thing. But for now, I think yep. Now we got to go through all that command again. TY. Do we still have our X term? No, we don't. Okay, so we got the first flag. We saved the picture that apparently there's another flag in there. Okay, let's a new tab. Where's my lin peas? There we go. Okay, let's do a Python 3-m HTTP server port 80 so we can grab lin peas. And let's jump back to this one. Let's just go to the temp folder. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's run lin peas and see what kind of vulnerabilities we can find. It's going to run kind of slow because there's just not a whole lot of memory in this Morpheus VM. So let's just sit and watch for a bit, and if it takes too long, I'll edit the video and shrink up the time a little bit. Oh, okay. We've got some stuff here. That one, I don't know if we have that. Dirty pipe, though. I have seen that one before. Let's pull up our browser, grab a new window. Actually, let's just try this. Dirty pipe, Linux, something on GitHub. Okay, let's grab this one, I guess. Do the code. Grab another tab. All right, that'll work. Oh, this one looks like it's already compiled. Nice. Okay, then let's. Okay, let's do the same thing here then. Python 3 -m HTTP server, put it on port 80. Are we done over here yet? Yep. Okay, we're still in temp. So, oops, can't do that. So, view get HTTP 10.10.10.10. I think it was called dpipe. Yep. Let's make that executable. Okay, let's run it. Okay, let's try dpipe root. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. We have to use that as the password. Actually, you know, let's just do a SUEL3PH. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay. Do this every time. Okay. But we didn't have to reset the X term. That's nice. Okay. Working directory, we're in root. Cat flag. You've won. Let's hope Matrix Resurrection rocks. It did not. Sorry. It was okay. Definitely didn't rock. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for this one. Turned out to be really simple. We're just using an insecure PHP form to push our own PHP reverse shell. From there, we were able to get in, grab a copy of linpeas, enumerate the box, find a vulnerability for broken pipe, download and push the broken pipe vulnerability executable to the box, and ran that. It gave us root, and that's all there was to it. Uh, Thank you for struggling with Rob, and I guess we'll see you on the next one.